Screen visible?
Yes, it's not visual.
Yeah. So we need one template for system, one template for VPN 0, and under VPN 0 we are in BGP, so we need one template for BGP also, BGP. Then see the configuration, whatever things we have configured through CLI on WAN edge, for those all configuration we need what? We need feature template, right? So under BGP we are going to run never command through templates. Then interface GE0 by 0, we need one feature template for GE0/0 interface, for GE0 by 1 interface also, because I have two interface in VPN 0. And on the interface, see the configuration, we need to allow some services, right? We need to configure the IP address, we need to run no set command, right? We need to configure one default route towards ISP, right? And this prefix will be same global on all the devices. So I will use prefix as a global, but next hop will be variable. So I will use next hop as a variable, means it will ask for next hop while pushing the configuration, right? Then VPN 10, we need one template for VPN 10 also. Then under VPN 10 I am running OSPF, so we need one template for OSPF. For G0 by 2 also in VPN 10, G0 by 2. Then here BGP is not required, we can remove it. Then VPN 512, VPN 512. So see how many feature template I need to create here for WAN edge devices. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 feature template I need to create for all the WAN edge devices, and we can use this template for all the WAN edge devices where we have dual ISP, right? Like where we have connectivity from two ISP, internet and MPLS. Let's say if I have one side here, you can see this one headquarter. In headquarter I have only one interface which is connected with only MPLS. So here we cannot use this template, right? Or might be possible here I have one another side, and this side WAN edge device is connected with, let's say, LT, right? So we need separate template for that. Now let's create feature template for these all configuration, right? So where we will create feature template? Where we will create feature template? On vManage, right? So let's access vManage. To access vManage, again I'm going to use same browser Opera, and the IP address of vManage is 192.1.20. Done. Admin and admin login. Done. See all the devices, all WAN edge devices. And to create templates, here under configuration we have templates option, right? Template. And see we have two types of template, device template and feature template, right? So in last video we had seen how to create device template, and after that I had attached that template to vSmart, right? And you can see now I don't have any device template here. Under feature template I have two feature template. Even I am going to delete it. Let's configure everything from the scratch. Done. Now you can see I don't have any feature template as well as I don't have any device template. So first of all I'm going to create one template for system. For the system configuration. So let's click on create template, select the device, one is cloud, and then template type. Template type is system. Then name of your template. What should be the name of template? Name can be anything. We can say system and system. Then we can say like system branch template. Anything. This is just a name. So system, then branch means this is the system template for branches. Branch one is, or we can say like dual ISP template system for dual ISP template, like for all the WAN devices where you have dual ISP, right? So name should be like this. This is also fine, system branch template. For DC we can say system DC template, like that. Done. Now under system, guys, what information, what command you are running for the system? Under system configuration, you are configuring 6 things, right? We had configured host name, then we had configured organization name, then we had configured site ID, we had configured system IP, we had configured vbound IP, then we had configured clock time zone, clock, right? But here, while creating feature template for the system configuration, see, site ID is there, system IP is there, but host name is there, but organization name is not there. vbound IP address is not there. Why? Anyone? Why here we are not able to see organization name and system IP, sorry, organization name and vbound IP? Because my vman is already know the vbound IP and organization name. Here under setting you can see vman is already know the organization name is PM and vbound IP address is this one. So vman is going to take these two information from here, right? So you don't need to configure organization name and vbound IP address in templates. Got it? Again, template, feature template, create, select the device, one is cloud, system, and the name. System branch template. Let me copy it and I can use same for the description, or I can have different description also. Now site ID. Site ID will be device specific or global. It will be device specific, right? And name can be like site ID. Then system IP. System IP will be always device specific, and name should be system IP. Overlay ID we are not using, time zone. It will be same on all the devices. So let's select global, and let me select the time zone, which is Asia. Kolkata. Right. Host name is going to be device specific, and here let me say host name. Then location, we are not using device group. We can ignore these things for now. Console baud rate, we can set it to default, or if you want to select, you can select like 9600. It's better to set default, whatever it will select the default one. Tracker we are not using. Under advanced, see the nothing is required here also. Now we are ready with the system template. So let's click on save. Second template is for VPN 0. So let me again click on add template, select the device, VS Cloud, and this time I'm going to create template for VPN. So I will select this option, VPN, right? Then name of your template. So name can be like, I can say VPN 0 and VPN 0, then same branch template, same name. Then VPN ID will be global, right? It will be same on all the devices, and VPN ID will be 0. Name, it can be also global or it can be device specific, but the name is going to be same on all the devices, right? Like here I can say WAN interfaces, right? Like in VPN 0 we will have WAN interfaces only. Then DNS is not required. In VPN 0 OMP no, network no, route yes, here we need to add one default route, so click on IPv4 route and the prefix is going to be 0.0.0.0/0, and I'm going to add the next hop, add next hop, and next hop IP address will be device specific, right? So here I can say next hop for internet, right? Because we will configure default route towards internet also, so that's why here I have set name what, next hop for internet, or we can say internet next hop, internet next hop, it will be better, right? Distance will be the default, which is the 1 for the static route, for default route, and let's add it. Now let me check the interface. It is device specific, fine, and the name is internet, correct, right? Now I can add it. So we have added the default route, IPv6 not required, service we are not advertising any service. Now GRE no, IPsec no, nothing is required, all done. Click on save. In VPN 0, for VPN 0 we have the template is ready. Okay, good. Click on save. So now I have two templates, one is system template, one is VPN 0 template. Now the next template is BGP, right? Before creating template for BGP, let's create template for G0/0 and 0/1. We are done with the system, we are done with the VPN 0, right? Now we are going to create template for this G0/0 interface. So add template, select the device, VS Cloud, and see we have two types of VPN interface. One is VPN interface LAN and one is VPN interface WAN, right? So for which type of interface we are going to create template? G0 is WAN interface or LAN interface? It is WAN interface, right? So I will select this option, VPN interface Ethernet and LAN and WAN, this one. Then again name of template. So what should be the name? What should be the name of template? Like we can say VPN 0 and this interface is connected with internet, so I can say internet and interface VPN 0 internet interface. Copy, I'm using same for the description, right? So like whatever interface which is connected with internet, this template will be applicable for that interface, right? It can be like in my scenario it is 0/0, but this is not sure that it will be always 0/0, right? It might be possible inside 3 0/2 is connected with internet and 0/0 is connected with MPLS, right? So that's why here we cannot give name like 0/0. If the interface ID is same on all the devices, then you can say G0/0 also, VPN 0, G0/0. That is also fine, right? Then this port will be shut down or no shutdown? Port will be shut down or no shutdown? No shutdown, right? And
No
it will be
shutdown.
device specific or global? Device specific or global? Global, right? Port will be no shut on all the devices. Say no shut. Name can be name of interface. We can say like connected to internet, right? Then description, if you want to configure the description you can configure, otherwise you can ignore it. Or this can be the description, connected to internet, and in interface name we can define like we can say internet interface. Here we can say internet interface, and description here we can configure global and this one as a description, right? So we have set the no set the port, then I have configured the name, right? Or you can say G0/0 also. Here we can say 0/0 also, G0/0. So it will not ask you then while pushing the configuration. Now what rest configurations are required on the interface? IPv4 address, yes, address is required, and it will be device specific because IP address is going to be different. So here we can say name IP address for internet interface, right? So you will get to know like it is asking for the IP address of interface which is connected with internet. Or here we can say IP address on G0/0 also, like we can say IP address G0/0 G0 we can say 00. So 0/0 is, we cannot like use this character, so better to say IP address internet interface, like this is fine, right? DHCP no, these are the not required. Tunnel interface, will you configure tunnel? Yes, and that will be global on all the devices. Interface should be tunnel, and see once I have on the tunnel I'm getting the color option and these all options, right? So on G0/0 color will be what? 0/0 interface color is going to be what, guys? BIS internet, right? Here you can see in VPN 0 in VPN 0 we have this interface G0 by 0, and color over here is biz internet, right? And it is restricted. So here I am going to select color global, because it will be same on all the devices, and then biz internet. See, many types of color are there, right? We have two types of color, private and public. For the public transportation we should use public color. For the private transportation like MPLS we should use the private color. So here I am using biz internet. Biz internet is an public color. And after that, restriction, if you want to on restriction, you can select it global, and you can on this also. Then we want not required, not service, allow services. So all services should be allowed, and it should be global. So select global and on. BGP, no. Netcoff, we can allow netcoff also. We can allow SSH also. Here is the SSH. And see anything else what is under advanced option. Under advanced we have encapsulation. So encapsulation is by default, you can see IPsec, right? If you want to configure GRE, then you can set it global, and here you can on the GRE. But by default you can see GRE is off and IPsec is, GRE is off and IPsec is on. Then anything else here I need to configure? No, nothing. NAT is not required. VRRP we are not going to do it now. ARP under advanced Mac, nothing, all done, right? Let's save it. So now we have 3 feature template, one for system, one for VPN 0, and one for the interface which is connected with internet. Now we need one template for the interface which is connected with MPLS. So I have two options. Either I can create one separate template for G0 by 1, or I can copy, I can make a duplicate template of this, and then we can rename it, right? We can edit it. So let's copy it, and name, instead of internet I am going to say MPLS here. MPLS. Here also I am going to set MPLS, and let's copy it. Now you can see this template. So click on this 3 dot and edit. Now here you can edit it. Name is edited, description edited, port will be no cert, interface name is going to be 0/1, right? Description connected to MPLS, right? Then IPv4 route is not required here, right? Tunnel, it is on. Color is going to be here MPLS. Restriction is on, and rest all thing will be same, like encapsulation, allow service all, SSH, netcoff, fine, and encapsulation is IPsec, great. Rest all are okay. Let's update it, and I have to check this template, VPN 0 internet interface template, because I think a static route is not there, like default route. Okay, not here. For MPLS, VPN 0 MPLS, here we need to edit one more thing. that is here IP address. So device specific, here I have to say IP address for MPLS interface instead of internet. Here I will say MPLS interface. Now rest all are okay. Let me verify. Yes, great. Update. Now guys, see, we have template for G0 by 0, G0 by 1. I need one template for G0 by 2 also. So let me copy this template once again, MPLS, let's say. Or if you want to create, you can create as well, like add template, then you can select the device, then you can select the VPN interface, LAN and WAN, and here we can give the name. So name is going to be VPN 10, right? Service VPN. I have not created template for VPN 0. VPN 0 MPLS interface, here it is. VPN 0 branch template. So I can copy this template for service VPN. Here I can say VPN ID 10. I can say 10 here and copy it. 1 minute. Okay, so VPN 10 template, here it is. Let me edit it. Click on 3 dot and then edit. Okay, name is fine. VPN ID is going to be here 10. Name is going to be LAN interface instead of WAN. I'm saying LAN interface, and the DNS not required in VPN 10. Do we have any route? Static route? Not. Default route is also not required, so let me delete it. I've read the IPv4 route. IPv6 route is also not required. Service route not required. GRE nothing. So now I am ready with VPN 10 configuration also. Now I need one template for G0 by 2. See this, for VPN 10 also I have template. I need one template for this interface, for LAN interface, G0 by 2. So I can copy any interface template, or let's create it, LAN interface. Then name, I am going to say VPN 10 interface, VPN 10 interface, and then we can say branch as well. Branch. VPN 10 branch interface is name of my template. Port will be NOSUT globally. So say NOSUT. Name of interface can be G0 by 2. Then description, globally we can say connected to internal router, connected to internal router. Then IPv4 address will be device specific, and name will be VPN 10 interface IP. After that, tunnel interface here not required. NAT, VRRP nothing. ARP nothing, advanced speed, okay, nothing, save it. So we have created template for the VPN 10 also. Sorry, for this interface also, G0 by 2. Now we need one template for BGP, one template for OSPF, and one template for VPN 512 also. So let me create one template for VPN 512 first. VPN 512. VPN 512 branch template, paste. VPN ID is going to be 512, name is going to be global. Globally we can say management VPN. Management VPN, or here we can add ETH0 interface like this also, both will work. If you have same interface in VPN 512 on all the devices, then you can add the interface ID as well. Then in VPN 0 nothing else, sorry, in VPN 512 nothing else is required, simply I am going to save it. Save. Fine. See, so for VPN 512 also I have template. Now OSPF, BGP, and one more template is required for ETH0, which is the management interface, right? See, I don't have any ETH0 interface on WAN edge devices, but it is compulsory whenever you will configure the device through template, you have to configure the management VPN, and there should be one interface, right? So I can do one thing, I can copy any interface template, let's say this one, MPLS interface, and I'm going to copy, let rename it to VPN 512 and interface. Copy and description, copy it. So VPN 512 branch template, VPN 512 interface, edit, and port is no cert, interface will be ETH 0, description is going to be, let's say, management MGMT, IP address we can say, yeah, device specific for the management, and we can ignore it also. Default, I have selected the default. Then tunnel interface is not required, let me turn it off. NAT, no, nothing done, save it. Now we are going to get one template for OSPF. See how many feature template I have created, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 templates I have created. Now I am going to create one template for OSPF. So again, let's click on add template, select the device, and this time I am going to select the protocol OSPF, right? Name of template. So what should be the name? Name can be like, we can say OSPF, then branch template, or where you are running OSPF in VPN 10, so I can say VPN 10, and then we can say template. Copy and paste it in description, and see, in the OSPF you need to configure router ID. Router ID is default by default, and that is fine, right? Because we have not configured the router ID through CLI also, it is default. Distance is 1110 default, that is fine. The distance for inter area, I am leaving these all things on default, right? The redistribution in OSPF, Are you going to redistribute any protocol? Yes, we are going to redistribute OMP protocol here. So new redistribute and then protocol. Which protocol you are going to redistribute? You are going to redistribute OMP protocol, right? Are you going to configure any policies? No, nothing. So let's add it. So we have redistributed OMP into OSPF here, and then area, like the router LSA, we are not going to touch these things. Area, area number, in which area you are going to add it? Area number 0, 0. And network type, what is the network type on internal router? According to that we have to configure network type here also. So let me check. So IP OSPF interface brief, network type is broadcast on F0/0. So by default network type is broadcast only. We don't need to touch that also. Area ID here I have set 0. Set the area type. Area type is by default like the normal area. That is fine. Then range interface, we are not going to touch these all things. Default area means regular area in OSPF, right? Here we can add the interface. Which interface we will add here in OSPF? G0/2, which is my line interface. Hello interval, dead interval, leave these all. Under advanced, see if there is anything. Yes, network type is there, which is broadcast by default, you can see. Okay, so okay, everything is fine. Let's click on add, and then again add. Advanced, nothing we need to change, just save it. So OSPF, we have now one template for OSPF. Now the lastly guys, one template is required for BGP, right? So let me add one more template here for the BGP. Name I am going to give here, let's say for the OSPF I have configured name OSPF branch template, right? So here I am saying BGP and then branch template, branch template. We can define the VPN also, like VPN 0, VPN 0. So copy it, paste it over here. Now for BGP, first of all no set globally, and that is default is also fine, because by default also it's not set. ES number, it will be global or device specific. ES number, BGP ES number guys, it will be device specific. So select the device specific and name BGP ES number, that is fine, name is also fine. Router ID I am going to say default. ES path I am not going to touch it. Internal route, local, external, no. Unicast. Address family, if you want to add address family here. Redistribution not required. Neighbor, yes, neighbor, we need to add the neighbor command here. And neighbor address is global or device specific.
Device specific.
Yeah. IP will be this device specific, and BGP neighbor address, that is name is also fine. Here if you want to configure the description, you can configure remote AS. Remote AS can be global, right? Because on all the devices, remote AS will be what? 200 only, right? Which is running on MPLS router 200 or anything else. So IP protocol, yeah, 200. So I can say it to global. I can set it to global. Global, and I am saying 200, right? Address family, we can set global, we can on, we can select IPv4 unicast, and then maximum path, no policies, done. Under advanced, if I have anything. Next hop self command not required, send community, no. Source interface, update source back commands, those things are not required, nothing else is required. Then under advanced, okay, all are fine, right? We have configured everything. Let's save it. Now guys, see, we are ready with all the feature templates. We have now feature templates for all the configurations, right? So this is one time work. Now I can use it with any devices. I can use it with any devices, right? So now let's create one device template and let's call these all feature templates there, right? So let me take you to device template, and here I am going to create device template from feature template. Create device template from feature template. Select the device, again VS Cloud, name of your template, let's say branch underscore device template. Any name you can use. Copy it, and let me use same for the description also. Now here you need to select the template, like you can see for system. Do you have template? Yes, I have template. So if you will click here, you will find the template, right? So see here, I have created this template, system branch template, so I can select it. Do I have any template for logging? No, I didn't create any template for logging, so I can ignore it. For AAA also, I don't have any login. For BFD, I don't have any template. For OMP, I don't have. For security, I don't have any template. For transport and management VPN, yes. For VPN 0, I have one template, this one. VPN 0 branch template. So let's select it. Interface, VPN interface. So which interface you are going to add here, guys, in VPN 0? I'm going to add two interfaces in VPN 0. One is VPN 0 internet interface, and one is VPN 0 MPLS interface, right? But here I have only one VPN interface, so I can add one more VPN interface here, you can see, right? So let me select internet interface and MPLS interface. MPLS. Now in VPN 0, I am going to configure BGP also, so let me add BGP as well here, and now let's call BGP template. Here it is. Done. So under VPN 0, I have configured the BGP, and I have added these two interfaces. And on the interfaces, I have already configured the allow services like IP addresses, those things, right? Now VPN 512, so yes, I have one VPN 512, this one. And in this VPN, I am going to add VPN interface. Which interface? You are going to add here VPN 512 interface, this one. Now service VPN. So here I don't have any template to select the service VPN, so I can click on this plus icon, right? So now you can see VPN. You can select the service VPN template for the service VPN, which is VPN 10. Here it is. And in VPN 10, I need to add one VPN interface. Which interface? The LAN interface. VPN 10 branch interface, right? And we need to run OSPF here, so let's add OSPF also, and let me call OSPF template here. Done. Then banner, I don't have any template for the banner, right? Like banner also we can create one template, and from here also we can create the template. You can see create template, right? So like for the banner, if you want to create the template, so from here you can create template. Give the name of template for the banner. I can say branch, like banner branch template. Banner branch template, copy and paste. And see, there are two types of banner. One is login banner and one is MOTD banner. This is post banner, this is pre banner. This is pre banner, before login, right? So like before login, I want to configure, let's say only PM networking employees are allowed to access this device, right? And after the login, I want to configure, let's say welcome to SD-WAN fabric, right? Like anything, and then we can save it. So you can see from here itself we can create the banner, right? So now for the banner you can see we have template, that is banner branch template. Any other template is required? No. So let's click on create. Now I have one device template where I have combined all the feature templates. See how many feature templates are there? 16 number of feature templates are there. Now guys, I am going to apply it, push it to branch 1 vs1, right? For the testing, first I will push it to branch 1 vs1, and if it will work fine, then I will push it to all other WAN is devices. Got it? First I am going to push it to branch 1 vs1 for the testing purpose. So right, so now you can see attached device is 0, right? So that means this template is not attached with any device now. To attach it, click on this 3 dot and click on attach device. With which device you want to attach this template? I want to attach it branch 1 with vs1 5.5.5.5. So let's select the device and attach template. Done. Here click on this 3 dot and edit device template, and you need to fill the information, right? Like you can see it is asking for IPv4 address for which interface? VPN 10 interface. VPN 10 interface means it is asking for internal interface G0/2, right? On G0/2, what is the IP? 10.10.1.1, right? Even you can verify that. Branch 1 vs1 admin, and in VPN 10 we have this interface G0/2, and IP over here is 10.10.1.1. So I am going to say 10.10.1.1. Then it is asking for the address of internet next hop of internet, right? Means IP address on internet router. So you can see here between this VS and internet, I am running this subnet. This subnet dot 1 is running on VH and dot 2 is running on internet router. So IP is going to be 101.2.101. Yeah, internet gateway 101.1.2.2. Now it is asking for IP address on internet interface. This is the next hop. IP address on the internet interface is 101.1.2.1. Now it is asking for the IP address on MPLS interface. MPLS interface 10.1.2.1. 10.1.2.1. You can see this IP address, this subnet. Now it is asking for the BGP AS number. BGP AS number is 1. Now it is asking for the host name. Host name is going to be BR1 underscore and VH1. This is my host name. Now it is asking for the system IP. System IP is 5.5.5.5. Now it is asking for the side ID. Side ID is 1. Now see, I have filled all the information. Now I am going to update it, right? And after that, I will say next, right? And configure device. Once you will click on configure device, it will push the configuration. Before pushing the configuration, you should verify it, right? Like here you can see this is my configuration, so I can click over here and then click on config difference. Just wait for some time. What happened? There is some error, server error on line 13, invalid value for address in internal template, VIP internal template. There is some issue with the address 10.1.1. Okay, I have not configured the subnet mask, right guys? So let me back it and again let's click on edit. And here you can see it is asking for the IP address on internet template. So here we need to define the prefix length 24. Here also 24 prefix length. Now everything is fine. Let's click on update and say next. And again I am going to check the configuration. Still there is issue, the invalid value for G0 by 2 interface. G0 by 2 interface. Still there is issue 0 by 2. Okay, here for the VPN 10 interface, prefix length 24. Update and next, and show me the configuration. Hope it will work fine this time. Yeah. So this is your configuration through template, right? If you want to check the difference, you can click on config difference, right? And then side by side difference. So you can see this is the local configuration and this is the new configuration. This is the present configuration which is running on device, and this is the new configuration, right? So here you can see I have added the banner information. These are the extra informations, right? BGP configuration is still pending, right? Under VPN 0, BGP configuration is still pending. Like router BGP 1 and the neighbor command is not there. IP address neighbor command is not there. So let me go back, then go to device template, go to feature template, feature template, and for BGP first let me check the device template. Here everything is fine. BGP VPN 0, we have added the BGP. Under BGP we have, under VPN 0 we have these interfaces. That is fine. Yeah, here it's fine. Device template, then BGP. Here is my BGP configuration. Let's edit it. And neighbor. So neighbor is not there. We had added the neighbor. Neighbor address is going to be device specific description remote AS is also going to be device specific, and address family I am going to say global add and IPv4. okay, nothing else is required. Click on add and let's update it. Right, now again go to device template, then click on this three dot, then attached to device 5.5.5, attach it, three dot, edit 10.10.1.1 on VPN 10 interface, fine. Next hop IP address, correct. The internet interface IP address, then MPLS interface IP address, then the ES number 1, BGP neighbor address. Right, now it is asking for the BGP neighbor address. Right, so guys, neighbor IP address is going to be on MPLS IP is this one, 10.1.2.2 is the neighbor IP address. Remote AS is 200. Earlier it was not asking for these informations, right? So this was the issue. Host name same, the system IP address 5.5.5 and side ID is 1. Let's update it. And next, again you can check the configuration. This is your configuration, right? If you want to see the difference, you can click on side to side. Host name, fine. Here we have the domain name, domain ID, side ID, 11, fine. Username we have not configured, the password, fine. The banner we have added. The router BGP 1, and here we have router BGP 100 in VPN 0. BGP ES number 1 should be there now. Here we can check. So run VPN 0. So in VPN 0 I'm running router BGP 1 only. Why it's showing here 100? A router BGP 100, neighbor this one. Okay, ignore it. Hello time, hold on time, description, MPLS, fine. So like this we can check the configuration difference. Let me try to attach it, configure the devices. Let me check everything is working fine or not. Now you can see it is under process. I started checks and validating if the device schedule for the template push are active. Okay, now sending message to vmanage 1.1.1, pushing message to vmanage and check completes, but there is some error. You can see failure, right? Why failure? Check configuring device with feature template. Okay, connecting fine, device is online, updating device configuration in vmanage, then fail to update configuration. What is the reason? Here we can read the reason. Configuration VPN 0 internals router OSPF area 0 interface G0/2 interface reference by OSPF, configuring an address or remove the reference. There is some issue with OSPF configuration here. Let me check that. OSPF template, here it is, branch OSPF edit, router ID default, these all are the default, no problem. We are redistributing the OMP protocol here. Okay, area 0, and here in area 0 the interface is not required. Only area 0 I am saying, area 0. Fine, update it. And edit device template and service VPN 0. Here we have added the interface. Okay, fine. Let me now try to attach it with device. Attached 5.5.5, attach, edit, IP address, next hop IP address on internet interface, IP address on MPLS interface, BGP S number is 1, then the BGP neighbor IP address is this one, the BGP remote ES is this one, host name this one, system IP 5.5.5, side ID 1, update, and say next and configure device. Done, under process. Now this time configuring with pushing configuration to device. Wait, again I am getting error, device failed to push the request, error in VPN instance, VPN ID 10, interface G0 by 2, invalid interface G0 by 2, specify the name. So there is some issue with VPN 10 interface. Let me check that also. Again go to template, feature template, and VPN 10 OSPF and BGP VPN 0 VPN 10 branch interface. VPN 0 template here, edit, VPN ID 10 interface, this one, correct. Nothing is there, cancel, and OSPF VPN 10 OSPF VPN 10 OSPF template, here it is, OSPF branch VPN 10, edit, let me do one thing, let me OSPF area, new area, let me delete this area and let me add the new area here again. Area ID is going to be 0, then it is global, and area type, it is default, fine, means regular area. Add interface, and interface is 0/2 only, 0/2 only. Then why I'm getting error here? Let me set it to device specific, and I'm saying OSPF interface, OSPF interface. By the way, here we can add the interface, it should work, but it is not working. Let me check this method, this option, if it will work. Then guys, network type is broadcast, that is fine. So add and add one interface and update. Now again I am going to apply it, attach it with device 5.5.5, attach. Next, this time it will ask you for the interface also. IP, the interface name OSPF G 0/2. Then IP, next hop IP address on internet interface, IP address on MPLS interface, BGP ES number 1, neighbor address, remote ES, host name, system IP, and site ID. Update. Next, and let me check now if it is working. Still issue. Interface referenced by OSPF configuration and address. Okay, IP address, we have not configured IP on 0/2 interface. It have not asked for the IP address on 0/2 interface. So the reason is guys, see here in OSPF we have added the interface or not. VPN 10, VPN interface, this one, VPN 10 branch interface. VPN 10 branch interface, under VPN 10 branch interface we should have one interface, that is 0/0. So VPN 10 branch interface, let me check this template once, and here interface is 0/2. Interface name 0/2, that is correct. IP address, device specific, let me set it to device specific as well here, and I am going to say ask for VPN 10 interface, and after that static IP address, device specific, VPN 10 interface IP address, correct. Yeah, it's fine. Just a minute, let me check why I'm getting this error. So interface ID for VPN 10 G0 by 2, IP address 10.10.1.2 sorry 1, and name, interface name for OSPF interface. Still issue na. Here we have VPN 10 interface name. Here also we have interface name, and here also we have interface name twice. So I have to remove one template. Set. Just wait. So VPN 10 branch, let me edit this template. VPN 10 interface, here I am going to add directly G0 by 2. Okay, connected to internal router, IP address static, IP address on VPN 10 interface, fine. Update it, and then VPN 10 OSPF, I have edited it. Then OSPF VPN 10, let me edit this template. Router ID, okay. For a moment, redistribution is fine. Area 0, in area 0 I have added this interface. Area ID 0, and let me add the interface global G0 by 2. That was correct earlier also. And under advanced network type broadcast, everything is fine. Add and interface, which interface I have added, 0 by 2, fine. Add and update. Then let me check device template once again. Edit, and in device template, VS Cloud system template, AAA note VPN 10. This is the correct template. VPN 10 branch template for BGP VPN 0 branch template, correct. We have two interface, correct. VPN 512, we have correct information. In service VPN, we have selected VPN 10 branch template. Then under OSPF, we have selected OSPF template, that is correct. And VPN 10 branch interface, VPN 0, VPN 10 branch interface, this is also correct. Yeah, everything looks fine here. Let me try to attach it again. 5.5.5, attach, edit, and IPv4 address for VPN 10 interface 10.10.1.1/24 VPN 10 interface IP. Then next hop IP address, internet next hop IP address, IPv4 address for internet interface, IPv4 address for MPLS interface, BGP ES number, BGP neighbor address, remote ES, host name, system IP and site ID. Let's update and let me configure it once again. Here I am getting some error. Now you can see success. Done. So see the last line, template successfully attached to device. That means now guys, we can use this template with any devices. We can use this template with any devices. Now my template is ready, right? And you can see this template is now attached with one device. With which device? With this device, branch 1 VS1 5.5.5 site ID 1, right? And if you will check mode of this device now, under devices, you can see mode of 5.5.5 is vManage. Mode of 5.5.5 is vManage, right? And on vManage we can verify the configuration, we can check the configurations are exactly same or not. So run. In running configuration, we can see the system configuration, clock time zone, vbound IP address, correct. Now banner is also there, you can see, right? So like if I will exit from here, exit, you can see first I am getting this banner, only PM networking employees are allowed to access this device, and after login admin I will get another banner which is welcome to SD-WAN fabric. Any banner you can configure. So BGP summary, we have BGP neighborship as well, right? And so BGP route, it is learning some routes through BGP routing protocol also, 100.1.1.0. Let me check. Yes, here it is learning, right? So the configuration is correct here. And so OSPF neighbor, we have OSPF neighborship also, and so IP route OSPF. So through OSPF it is learning all internal prefixes also, right? Now you can check routing table of internal router, enable, and so IP route. You can see it is still learning all the remote side prefixes, right? 100, 40, 30, 20, right? So now let's configure all the devices simultaneously. Can we configure all devices simultaneously? Yes, right? So the thing is, here under templates, we know this template is perfect and working fine for WAN edge devices, for the branch VSS, right? So I am going to click on this three dot. I'm going to see, first of all, if you want to deattach it, you can click on deattached, right? And after the deattached, under process, wait, after the deattach, what will be the configuration on this VS, guys? The CLI configuration will be there, or the template configuration will be there? Scheduled. Which configurations will be there? If there will be no banner, that means it has reverted to CLI configuration. If still banner is there, that means still it is using the last configuration through templates. So let me show you. First let me deattach it. Now you can see it deattach successful. Now devices, now you can see 5.5.5 mode is again CLI. Mode is again CLI. and let me take you to branch 1 VH, right, and exit. See, I'm still getting the banner. That means it is using the configuration of configuration through templates, right, the last configuration only. So once you will attach template with devices, your CLI configuration will lose. You will lose the CLI configuration, right, admin. But now I can configure this device through CLI. But once you will configure a device through vmanage, through template, after that you will be not allowed to configure devices through CLI, right? Like here now I can run shutdown command, no shutdown command, like I can say VPN 0 interface G 0 by 0 and shutdown, and then I can commit it. So it's working, right? No shutdown and then again commit. It's working because the mode is CLI, right? Now I am going to attach that template with all the VANage devices. So guys, again to attach it, now you can see attach devices again 0. To attach it, I will click on this 3 dot, then attach, right? And this time I am going to select all the VANage devices of branches 5.5, 6.6, 7.7, 8.8 and 9.9, right? Except 4.4.4, I'm going to apply it to all the VANage devices. So let's select 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am going to apply it, push it to 5 VANage devices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on these VANage devices, right? Let's attach it. And now you need to fill the information, right? So like guys, for 5.5.5 you can see information is already there. If you will edit it, you can see all informations are there, right? But 6.6.6 I have to fill the information. So click on edit and asking for the VPN 10 interface IP address. On 6.6.6 VPN 10 interface IP address means G0 by 2 IP address. So on G0 by 2 IP is admin, and so run VPN 10. IP is 1.2. So let me say 10.10.1.2 / 24. Then next hop IP address next hop IP for internet next hop IP address. So here you can check, so run VPN 0, G0 by 0 is connected with internet 0 by 0 and IP is this one, so .2 is running on internet side. 101.1.3.2. MPLS IP address, sorry, next hop IP 3.2 next hop IP, and the IP address on internet, IP address on MPLS interface. IP address on MPLS interface means 0/1 interface. IP on 0/1 10.1.3.1 3.1, right? Then BGPS number same 1. Neighbor IP address 10.1.3.2. Remote AS IP address 200. Host name branch 1 VS 2. System IP 6.6.6.6. Side ID 1. Update. Right now 8.8.8, and let me access 8.8.8 here. Sorry, 7.7.7 first. Give me 1 minute, guys. And one more thing, these all templates are fine for all the branch WAN edge devices except branch 1, because in branch 1 we need to configure VRRP also between VS1 and VS2, right? So later I will create another template for branch 1 only. For branch 2, 3, 4, this is the perfect, right? So let me access 7.7.7 router, and here I am going to check the informations. So first it is asking for the VPN 10 interface IP address. So admin, and so run VPN 10. IP is this one. Copy and paste it over here. Then next hop, internet next hop IP address. So internet next hop IP address VPN 0, and on 0/0 IP is this one. So this is internet IP address. That means internet next hop will be 101.1.4.2. After that, MPLS interface IP address. So MPLS interface IP address means 0/1 IP address, this one. Let me copy it, paste it over here. Now it is asking for the ES number is 2. Neighbor IP address. Neighbor IP address will be 10.1.4.2. Remote ES 200. Host name BR2 VS1. Branch 2 VS1. System IP 7.7.7.7 and side ID 2. Update. Now 8.8.8, and let me access 8.8.8 here. Admin. First of all, I need a VPN 10 interface IP address, so run VPN 10, and IP on VPN 10 interface is this one. Let's copy it. Let me paste it over here. Then internet next hop IP address. For that I will check VPN 0 configuration, and on 0/0 IP is this one. So let's copy and let me paste over here internet IP address. Next hop 101.1.5.2. Then MPLS interface IP address means 0/1 is here. Copy and paste MPLS interface. ES number side 3, so ES number is going to be 3. Neighbor IP address, BGP neighbor IP address 10.1.5.2. Remote ES 200. Host name branch 3 VS1. System IP 8.8.8.8. Side ID 3. Update. And then finally side 4 9.9.9. So update the information here. Let me access this VH. Admin. So run VPN 10 and here is my IP. Paste it over here. Internet next hop IP address. So run VPN 0. So this is the IP address on internet interface. So guys, next hop is going to be 101.1.6.2 and MPLS interface IP address means 0/1 interface IP address. Are you guys getting me what I am doing, or just like watching only? Getting me, guys, what I am doing?
Yes, sir.
Great. Yeah, neighbor IP address 10.1.7.2, remote AS 200, host name branch 4 VS1, and the system IP is 9.9.9.9, and then side ID 4. Done. So we have updated the information on all the devices. Now we can push it to all devices simultaneously. Like say next, if you want to check the configuration, you can check. Otherwise, directly we can say configure device. Here we have to confirm it. So we are pushing the configuration to 5 devices. Okay, say okay. And now again you can see it is under process schedule. It will take some time. Till then, just wait. So see on 6.6.6 6.6.6 there is some issue, right? So go to devices and check the mode. Mode of all device except 6.6.6 is vmanage. 6.6.6 and 4.4.4 which is the DCVS. So why we got error here? Let me check. Template, and this template is attached with 4 devices only. So let me attach it again with 6.6.6. Attached, and 6.6.6 means branch 1 VH2. So run system. It is 6.6.6 fine. So edit, and VPN 10 interface IP address is going to be 2 here. 10.1.1.2 and we can verify it also. So run VPN 10 and IP is 2. Then guys, internet next hop. Internet next hop means so run VPN 0, and on G0 by 0 IP is this one. Copy and let me paste it over here. So here, and next hop will be 101.1.3.2 MPLS interface IP address. So MPLS interface IP address is going to be G0 by 1, this one. Sorry, this is branch 2. Branch 1 VH2. Here it is. Copy and paste MPLS interface. ES number will be 1 only, and neighbor IP address 10.1.3.2 remote ES 200, host name branch 1 VS2, and system IP 6.6.6, side ID 1. Update. Next and configure. And here is the process, complete process. Yeah, now this time success. It might be possible there was some issue like misconfiguration. So you have to give the information very carefully, right? And these are the process. Here I am pasting it. Okay, so first step, second step, third step, fourth step, 5 step, 6, like that. Okay, so now guys, we can check the devices, and mode is C. Mode is we manage except DCVS 4.4.4. So now you are not allowed to configure these managed devices through CLI. On let's say branch 1 VS1, if I will run nosert command, if I will try to run nosert command on interface, see what error I will get. Here it is, config T, I am saying VPN 0 and interface G0 by 0, I am saying shutdown, and let me commit. So what error I am getting? System is vmanaged. This device is being managed by vmanage. Configuration through the CLI is not allowed, right? So we are not able to commit, means we are not allowed to configure this device through CLI now. If you need to change something in the configuration, you have to modify the template. Now guys, we need template for DCVH, right? So see the similar configuration on DC. Like for the system, we have SIM, we need SIM template, so we can copy that. For G0 by 0 also we need similar template. Like on DCVS, what is the color MPLS or internet admin, and so run VPN 0. Color over here is MPLS G0 by 0. So here I have to change, right? But we can copy the template for 0/0 banner template. We can copy VPN 10 template. We can copy OSPF template. We can copy G0 by 2 template, right? So let me do one thing here. Now we need templates for DCVH. Like for all the VSS, it might be possible in your network there will be some VSS where you will have only single transportation, only MPLS. So now you have template for all the WANs with dual ISP. Now you are going to create template for all the WAN devices for single ISP, that is MPLS. Okay, so here I can copy the VPN 512 template. I can say instead of branch, I can say DC. Here also I can say DC and copy, right? And I don't need to edit anything here in this template for VPN 512, right? Then Ethernet 1 for like VPN 512 interface, VPN 512 branch template, VPN 512 interface. We can copy this also for DC. Here I can say DC, copy, paste, copy, done. We need system template. So here I have system template for branches. This one I can copy it, copy, and instead of branch I can say DC here, DC and DC. If you need to edit anything, you can edit there. System DC, click on 3 dot and edit. But we don't need to edit anything, right? Everything is going to be exactly same. Time zone same. Everything same. So let's update it. So we have template for the system configuration on DCVH. We have template for the VPN 512 configuration. We can copy the banner also. Banner template. Here it is. Let's copy it. And not this one. Banner. Somewhere we have banner template. Okay, banner template we had created through device template, so that's why here we are not able to see, right? We need OSPF template for the OSPF configuration. So let's copy the OSPF template. Even we can search it here also. OSPF, this one. So let's copy it. Instead of branch, I'm saying DC. DC and copy. In OSPF also you can see here also we have same interface G0 by 2, so we don't need to change anything, right? BGP template is not required here. Now we need template for G0 by 0 interface, means MPLS interface. So here I have template for MPLS interface. Let me copy it, and here I am saying DC Done. Then we need one template for VPN 10, like VPN 10 interface, VPN 10 branch interface. Here I am going to copy it, and I am going to say DC instead of branch. Paste it over here. DC VPN 10 interface and DC OSPF DC VPN 10 interface, DC VPN 10 template for the OSPF branch, MPLS interface, VPN 10 DC interface, OSPF. We need one template for now. Like MPLS interface. So this one we can copy it, and here we can say DC, copy, and only thing is here we need to change the interface. Fail to create template. The template with name DC MPLS is already exist. Okay, if we have already VPN 0, yeah, here it is. So edit it, and interface over here is 0/0, not 0/1. In DC you can see 0/0 interfaces. Can on this interface I have configured color MPLS. So change it and let's update it. Rest everything is same. Update. Now I'm going to create one device template for DCVH, right? So from the feature template, select the device, VS Cloud, and name I can say DC device template. Copy and paste it over here. Select the system template. So system DC template, here I have selected AAA, nothing. Transport and management VPN 0. So here we have VPN. Okay, I have not created template for VPN 0 for DC, right? So from here itself we can create it. We can say DC VPN 0, DC VPN 0, and VPN ID is 0. Okay, name is going to be global, and I am going to say, let's say WAN interface, then DNS, nothing, not required. IPv4 route is required, like default route, yes, 0.0.0.0/0, and next hop will be 100, or we can say device specific. Internet, or we can say the next hop IP address, and edit here, add. And then rest all are fine for now. Just save it. So you can see VPN 0, I have created the template. Under VPN 0 I am going to add the interface DC VPN 0 MPLS interface, right? And we are not going to run any routing protocol here. Yes or no? Then VPN 512, here I have DC VPN 512 template, and we need to add the interface also, like DC VPN 512 interface. Then service VPN, here I am going to add VPN 10 branch. Only we have this, so let's create one template here. DC VPN 10, DC VPN 10 VPN ID 10, name LAN interface, and here nothing is required, route is not required. Save it. Right. In service VPN, we need to add the interface, VPN interface. So add it, and interface DC. Here we should have one DC VPN 10 interface, DC VPN 0 MPLS interface, DC VPN. Here it is, VPN 10 DC interface. Right, and we need to run OSPF routing protocol here, so OSPF and DC OSPF VPN 10. Banner, we can use this template for like the branch, the template which we have used for the branches. Same banner you want here also, so create it. And now we can attach this device template with DCVH, this one, right? So you can see this template is attached with 0 device, this template is attached with 5 device. So click on this 3 dot and attach device, and select device 4.4.4 and attach device. You can check the difference in configuration. Before that you have to fill the information here. So DCVH, first it is asking for the VPN 10 interface IP address. So run VPN 10, and VPN 10 interface IP address is this one. Paste it. Then next hop IP address. Next hop IP address is going to be 100.1.1.100, which is running on switch. When you can verify it here. So run VPN 0. Sorry, VPN 0. You can see next hop. That the spelling is incorrect for the next hop, but no worry. Then IP address for the MPLS interface. So IP address on the MPLS interface is this one. Copy and paste it over here. Now it is asking for the host name. Host name I can say DCVH. Yeah, DCVH. DCVH. System IP 4.4.4.4 and side ID 100. Let's update it and let's click next, and we can check the configuration. We can see the difference as well side by side. So you can see these are the new added configuration here, like the description was not configured earlier for the VPN 10, but this time it is VPN 0, it is configured, right? Description on this interface is 0 by 0 connected to MPLS, right? Name. So okay, it's fine. Let's configure the device, and it is under process. Done. Pushing configuration to DCVH. You can see success. right? So that means now all the devices are managed by vManage only. You can see the mode of all managed devices are vManage. So this is how we can configure devices through templates, right? So we have configured all the devices through template now, right? And all are online, all are working fine on any managed device like branch 1 VH. So OMP, so we have OMP peering, so BFD session, we have the same output, yes or no? So OMP T-locks, we have the similar output, same, exactly same. 2 T-lock are there for all the vanished devices. And so OMP route, we can say done, right? So guys, we can use these templates for 1000 number of WAN devices also, right? So till now we have seen the configuration of SD-WAN lab through CLI as well as through templates. Now the next topic is very, very important, that is policy, right? Policy for the traffic manipulation, right? Now the next topic is policy. So see here on the vManage, again under the configuration tab we have policies option, right? So if I will click on policies, see we have two types of policies, centralized policy and localized policy.